We're here today at the U.S. Open here on BIOMED Island, Washington, focusing on the international star Sarah Colley, who's about to take her first tee off. Okay, Sarah Colley has found herself in the sand trap. Let's see what she can do to get out of it. Was that a bone? Sarah, what do you have to say? What is it?
I don't know.
Breaking news, we found a bone here at Wing Point. Breaking news! Alright, ladies and gents, the tournament has been canceled due to the fact that we found some bones in the sand spit. We're not quite sure what's happening, but we'll get back to you as soon as we do. Now we're heading back to the studio to do some investigation. We'll keep you guys updated. Back in the studio here with Sarah Colley, the golfer who uncovered one of the bones. After further investigation with our forensic anthropologist, we believe that 3 of the bones that we found belong to a white woman whose range of height was 5'3" to 5'6" when she was alive. We also have found another bone that was a femur that we believe belonged to a male. We are unable to identify the race, but we believe his height was 5'3" to 5'7".
Oh, we got something.
Oh, what did you find, sir?
A whole skeleton missing. Oh, wait, we found the arm.
Oh, looky here, kids. We found another skeleton. Everyone be careful out in Wing Point. Alright, so after looking over the rest of the course, we found out that on other holes, there were many other parts of the bodies discovered. However, none of the bones correlate with one another, so we believe that there is a serial killer on the loose. On hole 7, we found a pelvis that we believe belongs to a male. The subpubic angle was 85 degrees. The pubis body width was 35 millimeters. The sciatic notch was 88 degrees, and the pelvic cavity shape was heart-shaped. We also have found a femur on hole 2 that we believe is a male. The vertical diameter of the femoral head was 47 millimeters. The bicondylar width was 79 millimeters, and the maximum length was 437 millimeters, all telling us that this was a male. Going along with the pelvis, we have discovered that the age of the boy that was killed was from 7 to 8 years old because the pubis bone and the ischium were still fairly far apart, telling us the age of the victim. We are unable to identify the race of the femur that we found that belongs to a man. However, we're able to identify his height range, which would be 5'3" to 5'7". As mentioned before, we found a skull that we believe to be a woman. It has a sharp edge on the eye orbit, and the eye orbit itself is square. The zygomatic process is not expressed. The occipital bone is rough and bumpy, and the external occipital protuberance is absent. The frontal bone is low and slanting. The mandible shape is V-shaped, and the ramus of the mandible was slanting, all telling us that we believe that this victim was a female. Going along with the skull, we were able to identify the race of the woman. The nasal index was 0.51 centimeters. The nasal spine was prominent. The nasal siling and guttering was sharp. The shape of the orbital openings were rounded but somewhat square, and the prognathism was straight, all telling us that this woman was white. We also believe that the humerus we found belongs to the woman of the skull that we also found. The transverse diameter of the humeral head was 37 millimeters. The horizontal diameter of the head was 38 millimeters. The maximum length was 277 millimeters, and the epicondylar width was 54 millimeters, telling us that this also was a woman. Alright, the tibia we found also, we believe, goes along with the rest of the woman body that we found. The maximum epiphyseal breadth of the proximal tibia was 75 millimeters, and the maximum epiphyseal breadth of distal tibia was 49 millimeters, telling us that this, in fact, was a woman. On BIOMED Island, keep your eyes out for the Wing Point killer. We believe that he or she is wearing a black trench coat and black pants. Be safe out there.